Jay Sano without intro music. Jay Sano with intro music. Intro music remix. Jay Sano 19. Jay Sano 19. Jay Sano 19. Jay Sano 19.
Misclicked. Shit. Welcome back.
Welcome back. So I covered up down here that opening just with a layer of cobble.
Okay.
But I don't remember where we were at in this cave. Which direction?
Well, we just basically started, and then we ran out of time last week, so we didn't really cave it much.
Yeah. All this darkness here, so
Yeah, I'll head this way, I guess.
yeah, I'll head this other way. That also seems to be
So last week we were talking about my kid's school, and I didn't ever actually get to the point I was going to ask you about, because I started talking about one thing and like we rambled off about the I don't remember what we were even talking.
We're talking about the school lunches and
Oh, right, yeah, the prepaying. Which so like we don't give my daughter a lot of candy. And apparently they get given candy every single day at the end of the day.
like what kind of candy and how much? Because I can't believe in today. Like I can imagine that happening when I was a kid. I can't believe in today's day and age that people are putting up with that because parents are so much pickier than they ever were before.
Right. Well, I mean, I guess I'm one of those guys. Because like, I mean, we don't even keep really candy in the house. It's like a very rare thing when there's candy. So I don't know, like it's every day before they leave school, like a bag of Skittles or like a bag of gummy bears or something like that. And they eat it like in class, like right before the bus comes or parents come, basically. So it's not even like it's getting sent home with them where the parents. Now I could probably like contact the teacher and be like, hey, fuck off, but like then she'd be the only one not getting candy and like the rest of the kids are eating candy and it's like a shitty situation there.
Hey, no candy for my daughter. Filet mignon only.
She only snacks on Quell eggs.
It's the only ones that don't upset her stomach.
So yeah, that's one of the weird things, but then on top of that, so like, you know, like she just be sent with a snack every day too, which we never got snack like whenever I was in school. So it's like not only am I packing her lunch, but I'm packing her a snack every day too, which I don't mind that, you know, whatever. You know, she gets snack at home, so that's fine. But like I was putting like some mini Oreos or stuff like in her lunchbox. Not a ton, but a handful. And so now I'm like, maybe I shouldn't do that because she's already getting you know, candy at the end of the day.
Well, I'm kind of surprised that was not something that was discussed with the parents on.
Well, see, I am too, because this week I got a permission slip for on Fridays, they're going to let them have ice cream on Fridays instead of snack and like in lieu of snack.
Wait, how is that in lieu of snack?
Well, right, exactly. It's like, it's not, because I mean, like for snack, I'm like packing her like some grapes or something normally.
In lieu of lunch today, we're going to give you a sandwich. Let's get permission from your parents that is okay.
But yeah, so like, and like it was like, you know, the ice cream 75 cents. So yeah, make sure you have money on their lunch account for them to get the ice cream, and that did have the option to no, my kid's not going to have ice cream, basically. But again, I didn't want her to be the only kid not getting ice cream. I'm assuming everyone else is. So, you know, all right, getting ice cream.
The fattening of America starts in preschool or kindergarten or whatever grade it is.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what it feels like. I mean, I remember, I think I've talked to you about this before, whenever we were looking for a preschool, one of the ones we went to, like we were being picky about what they had for lunch and stuff at the preschool. And one of them was like, on Fridays, we do a special treat and we go to McDonald's. We were like, all right, you're out.
I personally think that's fine. I did a whole presentation in nursing school. Oh, God, I'm getting destroyed. A whole presentation in nursing school. We had my community health class. We went to one of those alternate education high schools, like or alternative high schools, whatever you want to call it, for the people who weren't in a traditional high school. And I had to do a presentation for him on nutrition stuff. And I actually did it on fast food, and the point of it was to show that despite the stigma that it has, if you get the right things off the menu, you can still get healthy choices at fast food restaurants. They're fewer and far between, and you have to know what you're looking for, but that possibility does exist.
Right. Well, I mean, like, for instance, if you go to Chick-fil-A, they have grilled nuggets, and one grilled nugget is like half the calories of a fried nugget, for an example, for, like, you know, things that they have on kids' menus at, you know, Chick-fil-A is used as an example. McDonald's, I think, is a little bit harder, though. I mean, just the sodium content alone is going to kill you for anything you get at McDonald's.
I mean, good, no, because there's salad options, and yes, there's still information out there about some of the salads have, you know, higher calorie counts than, you know, some of the, like a Big Mac or something like that. If you get the, you know, the certain types of dressing and the one that has the, you know, candied nuts or whatever it is on it. I don't remember what salads they have at McDonald's anymore. I worked there for years. I worked there at McDonald's for so long that I actually lost a lot of weight when I worked at McDonald's, and part of it was because I would get sick of the grease pit of what I was normally eating. Like, the stomach just didn't want to handle it after a while. So you just get different options and find things you like. The grilled chicken breasts, the chicken salads, you know, things like that. It became like a go-to, and I mean, I think it's pretty well. But you have to be disciplined and know what you're looking for. And I'm not saying that your daughter's not, you know, smart or anything like that, but she's not experienced enough yet to be able to know that she would be disciplined enough to make those right choices.
Well, yeah, and our kids just gonna have whatever tastes.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, I would like the super big kids meal with a extra large milkshake and a sundae on the side, please, and 2 apple pies, since you tried to upsell them to me.
Right.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's gonna be like. Oh, speaking of food, that meeting was today.
Oh yeah.
40 fucking 8-ounce bottles of water.
Oh my God.
I'm actually going to call the nutrition services tomorrow and tell them that they really need to at least, like, that, for one, it's ridiculous, but whatever. If that's what you're going to do, you have to put that on the website of when you order it, of what exactly. Don't just tell me it's 1 serving. You're telling me a 1 serving of water is 8 ounces, which some people are going to say, oh, 8 ounces is a standard serving of something. Sure, I understand that. But that is not the connotation when you say a serving is a bottle of water and don't say a size on it.
Yeah, no, that's a little sippy cup of water.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, oh, just wet your beak. Wet your beak. You'll want some more.
So, what about the other stuff? Like the
food apparently was fine. I actually didn't get to go down there and see it, but the person on my team who was running the meeting sent me a picture of it all, and I specifically said, "How many waters are there?" And she said 40 of the little 8-ounce bottles, and I was like, "God damn it!" But the rest of the food looked fine. Like, I guessed appropriately, but I'm not sure that they did anything differently than, like I said 20 of these things, 20 servings of multiple different things. I don't know if there'd have been a difference if I had said 15. You know, maybe I could have saved money because it's just once you get above 10, it's this. Up to 20, it's this much goes on a plate. Like, I have no idea. So, yeah. Needless to say,
we got off on this food tangent again. I didn't even tell you about the thing that I originally started to tell you about last week, which is for the homework. It's a calendar that's that you
have
get
to
for the
make a calendar for homework.
No. But it has every piece of homework on the calendar. So, like, technically, you could do all the homework today.
Well, so my college class is like that. Like, not all of them open up all the modules at once, but my one professor, she's already got, I think, module like 7 open, and I'm still finishing the assignment for module 2. Because she said she opens them up so people can work ahead, because it's based on, you know, if you have a work-life schedule that is not conducive, that every week you're going to have the exact same amount of time, go for it and work forward. And I'll tell you, I've had some downtime this week, and I have not worked that far ahead because I have other classes to deal with.
Right.
It actually makes it more difficult for me because I feel like the pressure is telling me to get those assignments done instead of working on the other classes that I have. It's a real testament of time management.
Right, because you know you could be doing this right now, basically.
Right, but do I want to waste my, like, the amount of free time that I have right now, or do I want to spend that free time doing something that it's enjoyable as opposed to trying to catch up for the future type of deal? And then just keeping up with those other classes that I have, because I'm taking, like, technically 4 classes, 'cause I still got one that's lagged over from last semester, that are not easy work. And again, I have one of those freaking professors that is the most confusing assignments that make no sense. Did I tell you about this one woman with what her link was? I don't remember if I was talking to you about this or not. So we have an assignment for something, and it's called a needs assessment. And there's very little information. It's basically just, this is what you're going to be learning about this week, a needs assessment. Your reading assignment is, and it gives you a chapter out of the book, which I've read, and I don't normally do that because I didn't understand her assignment based on just the reading. So I was trying to get every ounce of information I could to understand what we were supposed to be doing here. But then down the page farther, she had a section that said needs assessment, and it had a link. So it made you look like the link was taking you to some more information on how to do this thing. I shit you not. It is a link to a search results from Yahoo Images. And I don't mean these. So you know how Google Images exists? Apparently Yahoo's search engine has the same thing, like the Yahoo Images. I don't mean it took you to something that was found on Yahoo Images. It was literally a copy and paste of the URL for a search string in the Yahoo Images searching for needs assessment. So it literally just takes you to a page as if I went to Yahoo Images and typed in needs assessment. And shows me
that makes no sense.
With a shit ton of pictures from all over the freaking internet of wherever Yahoo Images decided to pull that like search result from.
And that link's gonna, like, the search results will change.
Oh, they're gonna change every single day. And I was like, what the fuck is this garbage? That's what I'm dealing with some of these classes. I mean, I'm at a doctoral level program. You know,
right? That just blows my mind. It's like, it seems like the teacher's really bad, right?
You know, this particular one, and again, she's the one who the very first assignment we had in this particular semester, I didn't get it. It literally said to pick a topic that you want to use for the rest of the semester, do a literature review on this topic, and then ask 3 questions. And I was like, wait, what? Like, what is this topic based on? Like, give me some more content of what is this topic supposed to be used for the rest of the semester. Like, I have no idea of what it's supposed to be used for. So now it's just a generic topic of some type. So I'm not really sure where to go. As well as ask 3 questions about what? You have no specification on what these 3 questions are in relation to. It's just ask 3 questions.
Why is the sky blue?
Okay. So I didn't do the assignment for the first week. I could have done the assignment. And at the end of the week, it was due in like 2 days. And I was like, okay, I have to sit down and do this thing. I'm just fed up that I don't understand it. So luckily enough, other people had obviously emailed her questioning, like, I don't understand this assignment, because she sent out an email and said, okay, to clarify, the 3 questions should be open-ended. That was her response.
To clarify.
So I wrote a paper on something. I asked 3 questions somehow related to it that were open-ended at the end of it. And I got a 95%, which I'm fine with, but they normally grade relatively easily as long as you like, because it's more of like doing the work and showing your thinking skills, not like I will take off 1 little point for every stupid little thing that I'm going to find in order to, you know, lower your grade. And her comments were, good paper, but I didn't understand where you were going with your questions.
Well, they're open-ended.
So I said, okay. So now we have the assignment is to do this needs assessment. And it kind of seems, she makes it look like it's straightforward, but it's written on the assignment thing. It's the needs assessment. What is the purpose of the needs assessment? And I'm like, but we have to do it on our topic? So it's one of those things like, what is the purpose of a needs assessment in general? Or what is the purpose of the needs assessment you're making me write on this particular topic? Like, for one, the purpose is that you're making me do a needs assessment. Like, it's to find the needs here. But obviously I can put it in more collegiate type terms and make it look good. But one of the sections comes down to, it says, explain or describe the time and budget requirements. Like, I fucking don't know. I'm making up a needs assessment on a random topic that I chose. I don't know exactly what the budget and, you know, budget and time requirements are. So I'm like, obviously she wants this thing to be generic. I can just put, this is based on what I did, approximate hours I'll just throw out there for what I think it's going to take to like conduct surveys or create surveys and distribute surveys, and how many people I think surveying would be enough, and the hours that it's going to take them to do these surveys, like etc. Just making some stuff up. And she writes again today a clarification on a question I didn't know I had, but I have now. She's like, she says, I've gotten a lot of questions. Yes, you have to do an actual budget. It doesn't matter if you are volunteer. Take any salary and divide it by 2080, and that's your hourly rate.
What?
And then so I was like, wait, hold on. I'm gonna pull up the exact phrasing of this thing. Here it is. It is necessary to include time and budget in your assignment. It doesn't matter if you are volunteering. Take the annual number of hours worked, 2080, and divide it into any annual salary. That gives $, for an hour worked. Use that figure to work out your budget with the necessary time to complete the assignment.
This doesn't make any sense.
For something like, we're not actually doing this. This is not a clinical. This is like pick a random topic that interests you, now do a needs assessment and make a definitive budget. So I had to go back and change mine, and I just made up salaries for people to put in to make it look like I'm planning like a real project. It's so off the wall. This woman is so disengaged, and it just makes, that's the shit that I deal with. It's just another rant that I have about. Yeah, welcome to college. But then I have other classes, like, of course, my informatics class. I'm an informaticist, and my informatics instructor is extremely clear. You know exactly what she wants. She's very open and receptive to asking any questions if there's any confusion, to try to make things as easy for the students to understand the assignments that you're supposed to. And, of course, that's on a topic that I'm, like, a quote-unquote expert in, because that's what my job is. I'm not an expert, but compared to the rest of the class, right. I'm the person who's the director of informatics, so that's the class I could have dealt with a little bit less understanding of, because I could have made some shit up that would have fit, because I know that area. Yeah.
Spider's just pushing me. He wasn't even hitting me. He's just pushing me.
Is it daytime? And is it light?
I'm in a cave.
But if it's light still, right?
I don't know if that's how this works.
Isn't it? Wait, isn't that exactly how it works?
I don't think you can put a torch in front of a spider and they're like, all right.
Well, I mean, maybe he didn't engage to you already until you torched him, and he was like, whoa, I've seen the light.
I don't think that's how this works. Again.
I mean, we should ask it a question and see if it gives us a nice, concise response. So we know how to move forward with our relationship.
3 open-ended questions.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm just so, and I'll tell, it makes me, I have other assignments that I should be working. I should be finishing that one, but I got so fed up after I saw that I was like, I can't even finish this assignment right now. And it's my next assignment that's due. It's like 2 days from now. And I was just like, I can't work on it because I'm so mad. But it's really like, it makes just me feel dejected in a way and shut down to even doing anything else productive. Because I'm just like, I feel like I'm working so hard just to get led with confusion, and it just kind of stops you. It's one of those, right. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but it just makes me want to quit. Obviously, I'm not going to quit, but it just puts you in that mindset that I can't move forward with this right now because I'm angry.
Right. There's times when I miss school, but then like hearing stuff like this, I'm like, man, I don't miss school at all.
I mean, you also would probably hate this program that I'm in, and I personally hate this program that I'm in, and it's not because of the specific program and these problems. It's just the concept of a doctorate in something or a PhD. It's all like research focused, and that's not really what I like about school. I don't like school because I do all this random research. I like school when I take that class that I learn the cool things that I didn't understand, and things make now sense. That's why I kind of liked engineering school, quite a bit actually, because some of the classes you were just like, wow, like this is amazing. Or when I took like my microprocessor class, and all we were doing is programming little circuit boards and little microprocessors and hook it. Basically, it was Raspberry Pi programming before Raspberry Pis existed, which you didn't have as much consumer access to at the time, and that's what classes were. So I had a shit ton of fun with that stuff. Like, look, I made the little light blink up when I hit the button, and it measures wind speed, and like, how cool, it's the future, you know, type of deal.
Have you found diamonds?
No, I keep going like down and then up, and
yeah, I'm down at like the lava level.
I'm back up at the surface right now. A different part of the surface, because
this cave is so big.
And it keeps opening up into the surface or down. So I've had some things drop in on me because I was not prepared. I think that's where you must have gone. Hi, zombie. I do think it's so interesting, the concept that they randomly spawn with like armor and things like that.
What do you mean? Like, why is it interesting?
Well, because
give me 3 open-ended questions.
Because you know, back in the day, zombies were zombies. They never didn't have armor. You know, it was they just spawned in as zombies, like way back in early Minecraft. I kind of like the increased difficulty level. I don't necessarily like that zombies will spawn in with a helmet and therefore not burn in the sun.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Hi, spider.
Is he not paying attention to you either? Whoa, Skelly.
No, he cared about me.
Have you found any dungeons yet?
I did. I found a zombie one.
Oh god, get away from me, zombie. I'm fighting a skeleton. Leave me alone, zombie. There we go. Skeleton actually decided he wanted to fight me as well, so he killed the zombie for me.
That was nice of him.
I know. Him and I were buds until I killed him. Friendships end quick. They start quick, end quicker. You know. I'm one of those type of people. I'll use you until I don't need you anymore, then I'm done.
Oh, It's Merrick, we're still friends then.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't gotten my worth out of you yet.
I found quite a bit of gold and redstone and stuff like that, but no diamonds. I was asking because I think we can make another portal, but I guess we still could with a bucket, but I wanted to actually grab some obsidian.
How? This skeleton, I literally watched him shoot. His arrow got stuck in the ceiling because he was way down below, and then I took damage.
What the hell?
So it was almost like it was a graphical... His arrow hit the ceiling, but it really didn't hit the ceiling.
Yeah. Hey, I found diamonds.
How many?
2 so far.
Oh, my shield is gone. Oh, God.
Only 2. Boo.
2 is not enough to make a portal.
No, 2 is not enough to make anything.
3 would.
I was hoping we could get a enchanting stand too.
Yeah, I do have 13 levels. How many levels do you got?
21.
I've been slacking.
All right, I'm better at this game than you.
I mean, that's probably true.
I don't know. How do you measure skill in a game like this?
I don't know, but you invited me over because of how bad I was, so you measured it in some way, shape, or form. You should be writing the book on this measurement.
Man, that's a lucrative business. Minecraft books?
Is it really going to be any more or for long, you think?
Why would it not be?
Minecraft books?
Yeah.
You don't think it's fading out of the spotlight?
Minecraft?
Yeah.
No, man.
Really?
Anytime I wear any of my Minecraft shirts, like the number of kids that comment on them and stuff that I see.
I guess I don't have a big friend group in the 5 to 10-year-old range. Right. So yeah, I guess it could be pretty popular with that age frame still.
Yeah, no, the little kids, they still love it. And it's I've seen the metrics for the because we're doing that marketplace stuff. So I've seen the metrics for Pocket Edition and Console Edition, and it's way bigger than the PC stuff. So that's where most of the kids are playing it at now. Honestly, is over there.
So I've never played either of those editions, and I would think it'd be super hard to control.
It is. It is.
You're like, yeah. Go on.
I mean, but
question.
I don't know how the kids are so good at it. Like, I've watched kids play Pocket Edition like on a Mac, and that shit blows my mind how good they are with the touch controls and stuff. So we're just too old, really.
But I mean, isn't VR Edition going to be the most popular one?
Have you played it in VR? Did you try it at the marathon?
Yeah. I thought it was a lot of fun, but I didn't play it for an extended period of time to know.
That's the only thing that's ever made me feel nauseous in VR.
Oh, I definitely did not feel nauseous.
Did you do the King of the Ladder stuff?
Yes. I don't remember what I did.
Okay. Yeah, the King of the Ladder messed me up. It's not. I enjoyed it, but like that's the only thing that's made me feel kind of dizzy and vertigo-y and whatnot.
God, this cage just keeps opening up into more, but none of mine are taking me down. They're all taking me up. I got like almost 2 stacks of iron.
Yeah, me too. And 20 gold.
What do we need iron for anymore?
I don't know.
I mean, hoppers, things like that, but supply-wise, do we need iron?
I mean, I guess we need an anvil, right?
As I just broke my iron pick, I asked that question.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're probably going through a lot of tools until we get diamond stuff.
Until we get enchanted diamond stuff, you mean?
Yeah. I did get an efficiency 1 iron shovel.
I'm assuming that was from the dungeon.
It was from a zombie. No, the dungeon just had 2 saddles and some horse armor. And some melon seeds. I guess melon seeds. Well, no, you can get melon seeds in the world now. Never mind. I was thinking that was something good. Oh, I had some string too, so maybe a bow.
You didn't like my bow?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I came to a ravine.
Oh, is it already lit up?
No. Not at the end I'm at least.
Yeah, I found a ravine too.
And none of this is lit up that I can see. Where am I at Y-wise? 47 at the top of this ravine. I'm not sure if it goes... Oh, shit. What did I hit?
I think I ran out of cave finally, though.
And no more diamond, and you're still down at that level?
Yeah. Actually, a little bit turned around, too.
Oh, I hear a baby. Oh, I hear that little bastard.
He's talking about his son.
Talking about school lunches.
No, I meant you were talking about your son.
Yeah, god damn it, there's that crying baby again.
Little bastard.
No, he's still not home. He's still on vacation. Trying to get down.
I was about to ask you if you've seen that movie Boss Baby, but I take it you probably haven't.
I have not. Is it supposed to be good?
I enjoyed it. I see like kids movies though.
Oh,
like
I know which movie you're talking about now. Okay. Yeah, I know which movie you're talking about. No, and I have not seen it. But I was like, what is Boss Baby? Like, what is this movie about? But yeah, it's the is Alec Baldwin? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember seeing previews for it. Okay, I made it to the bottom of the ravine. It's not super...
I've actually been seeing a lot of movies recently. And Stephen King's really racking up right now.
Well, because he just had... It just came out, right?
Well, yeah, It came out, and Dark Tower is also in theaters. He's got 2 movies in theater right now. And he's got a series on Showtime or HBO One. I don't know. I can't remember. And he's got a Netflix movie coming out at the end of this month. So, like... I don't even know, man. Maybe he's been diagnosed with something that's going to kill him, and he's just cashing in real quick.
I mean, I guess that's a good idea, but I'm sure he's got a lot of money already, so.
Oh yeah, he's got to have a lot of money. He makes so many books. He's a book machine.
Think they're ghostwriters?
No. I think you would know.
You know, he was on death row, and it was a failed execution, so he had to go free because that's the law.
What are you talking about?
Have you never heard that before?
With Stephen King?
Yeah, specifically with Stephen King. It's a big urban legend that he was on death row, and when they tried to execute him, the execution failed. And legally, when that happens, you have to just free somebody, which like apparently is flawed on multiple different levels. Like people even saying that, but that was huge urban legend for a long time.
I've never heard this.
I'm so surprised.
I actually wasn't a huge Stephen King fan until recently. I had read some of his stuff, but when I was a little kid, my mom's ex-husband read it to me, which was not age appropriate.
Definitely not age appropriate. Did he do voices and scary things and then like try to?
No, I think he was just being an asshole, to be honest.
Oh,
Because like I don't think he wanted to do it, but I wanted him to read it, and so he did.
oh, you asked him to read it. He wasn't like, "Good,
Like
we will read you it."
No, he was reading it, and then I kept bugging him to read it to me.
Did you just have a creeper explode by you?
I did.
We're
I did.
kinda-
I was about to ask if you heard that.
Yeah, we must be kind of close to each other because I heard it.
I heard it.
I'm trying to get all this iron. I can't stop getting the iron even though I really don't need it anymore.
Yeah, I'm kind of grabbing it, and then I'm kind of not. Kind of mixture.
Well, I think I finished off this ravine because it wasn't really that big, and there's nothing good in it, and doesn't go deep enough. So I think at this point I have to start digging down. So I was just kind of clearing out what was left.
There's just a wall full of iron right here. Jeez. Yeah, I'm hoping to find some more diamond for us. Was my goal here.
I'm looking for your name tag. Are you down below still?
Yeah.
The fact that I heard that.
My Y is 33.
Oh, you're only a couple layers below me then. I'm at 37. You have to be like right around here somewhere. Oh well.
Oh well.
Oh well. He's gone forever.
He died. Well, we're out of time too, actually. So.
All right, folks. See you next time.
See you next time.